So the cave is where I figured perhaps the possum might end up in the end.
Oh,
So yeah. So then we
Right.
have the. So now it's starting to come together a little bit.
yeah, starting to see it.
The pin fits tightly.
So this is where I was getting slightly confused here because I thought then we were going to raise the pole a little bit off the ground and
Yeah.
then let the weight kind of drop it itself. But it's actually use the rod here to.
Okay.
If only I had some bait for this trap. But I'll just have to play sheepdog.
And this is the second part of the puzzle. So what you need to do here is essentially lure the not necessarily lure the possum, but like herd the possum towards the trap.
There's something moving in here.
So what you have to do is be very particular about where you're actually moving in order for the possum to go that way.
Yeah.
Because if you stay where the possum is, like in that kind of central area, it's just gonna flee.
Useless junk collected from
And
that
so you have to
place.
almost basically box it around
There's something moving in here.
little area here. So I think the game normally recommend I think every kind of guide you kind of recommends you to basically stand where the wheel is, because then the possum gets a bit braver and tries to come around to where you are.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes that will happen and it'll just end up going back into its cubby hole.
There's something moving
So
in here.
there is must be a kind of a very obvious like kind of like a place to be on the map. Which is quite frustrating because like you feel like you have to keep the possum in view, but the game is trusting that you can hear it moving around and wants you to kind of rely on that more than anything else.
Right, okay. So a lot of
And
sound-based kind of cues in this game. Oh,
Now I've got you.
well,
If I let you
this is
out,
around the
you'll
time
wake up
when
in a nice
they were starting to
fresh
move away.
sleep.
They were able to. I think
Only trouble
MIDI
is,
got a big
how am I
upgrade
gonna
with
find you?
the Windows 97, 95, 97. So they were actually able to do stereo for a change.
How am
So
I
that's
going
why.
to check you? There's a trail of blood.
It's a small alien critter with an electronic collar.
So, can you lovely people remember what the gimmick was with the collar?
I don't. Sorry.
Okay.
Go, little creature.
You're asking me
Roam
to remember
free
something
wherever
from
your
over a
thieving
day
heart
ago?
decides.
No.
That is totally fair. Um,
A
remember
thieving
we found the
heart.
bracelet by digging somewhere.
Oh, yeah, up in the desert.
Pull
The
the
alien
lever that's
graveyard
placed on that pivot.
Yes, but how do we find it?
crash landed around there, didn't we?
We did, but wasn't there a? Didn't we have a compass telling us where that collar was?
Fair enough. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yes. So now that the critter has a collar attached to it,
It's indicating to the left of me.
so now we can track where it goes.
Happy yet?
Yeah, and that's the puzzle. So again, another one that is technical enough with a bit of a conceit to it. It has to be said.
Yeah.
It's indicating to the right.
I don't think we can get any further right than this.
Well, he's telling us go to the right.
Yeah.
It's indicating to the right.
Okay. So because we can't, like, we're at the most right we can be on this map, so it's not in this room.
It's indicating to the right.
So, so we have to find. So it must be somewhere else. Is the implication for this room?
So is that there's a secret door in this room, or that it's not in this room, we need to get out of this room to
Go
go?
back. I'd say we approach from a different path and we'll be on the right.
Well, Yeah, from the different path is more like it because we did see where the critter went. It was in the cave, but the thing is that like Boston can't fit in that cave, or at least he claims he can't. So maybe there's something we can do to widen that cave.
Oh,
Diggy diggy hole.
Yep, I mean it is called the dig, lads.
Sorry, friend, but your little house is about to get a big front door.
Dig up, stupid.
There
That looks big enough to squeeze through.
we go. And there's
Way.
at least you did some job digging there. Like you were able to walk around in that space now.
oh yeah, not a bother like.
To the right.
It's got to be right under here. This is where the tracker's pointing.
So it also means that the critter was able to take the bracelet off after a while
Drop the
too.
shovel along. No, that's not worth thinking about.
In a game called The Dig, that is a particularly funny little
Yeah.
little fun.
The critter sure didn't like that. He took off down one of his tunnels. Now maybe I can get the door open.
And now we have that one
Well,
crucial
this is
piece that we
nice.
needed.
But nobody's home.
Yes,
yet.
but we lost the
Not a
bracelet.
surprise.
I think we got the. I thought we got the bracelet back, but I don't think we need it for the rest of the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's a reason why I took a save there because I wasn't doing that shit again.
Now, with any luck, this will work.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
And put the
Now
cover.
let's get this thing closed up and see if it works.
And away we go.
Open sesame.
And we're good.
Yes. Now what do we have here?
Flowing road.
Another
And
one of
twin
these
Any guesses
bracelets.
what- Yeah. Any guesses what this spire is meant to be? This area.
Like there have been those shapes all around as we've been doing these puzzles, so I'm guessing
An electrical charge.
it'll power up other areas within the stations.
Ooh, so you think it's like a kind of like a power plant of sorts? Not a bad idea. But it's actually a little bit more, shall we say, it's on the same level as a museum.
Is this the mainframe?
It's not the mainframe.
We need to get a
However,
hard line to
it
make
is-
there.
It is a place for information. It's like the museum.
Okay.
I can see outside.
Okay, time to get the shovel out.
That button doesn't
Didn't
seem
do
to work.
anything.
So we have a silver and a gold scepter. What could they signify?
Royalty.
First and second.
Not necessarily. What two giant objects do we signify with gold? One with gold and one with silver.
Oh. What
Is this
the hell?
It depicts a planet and its moons. It's
Mhm.
a depiction of the largest.
Is this helping?
It's the ceiling of the dome.
No.
Representation
Where
of
else?
the
What place can you go to see a recreation of space?
Observatory.
Yes, this is a planet.
Planetarium.
Yeah, it's an observatory. It's a planetarium.
Ah, okay.
It depicts a planet and its
So
moons.
by using the gold scepter on the light above, we basically done like a recreation of the solar system.
And its moons. Perhaps
Because the gold scepter is meant to be for the
depicts a
sun.
planet and its moons.
Okay.
Perhaps
So now we basically have set the planets to go basically in line with the sun. So therefore, if we use a silver scepter, we can place the moons.
Sure.
It's the ceiling of the dome.
Now, there is a reason why we're doing this, and it will not become clear until we come to another area. But I'm preempting at the moment. So okay, let's see if we can get this early. What can we do if we have control over, say, this kind of arrangement, and we can do something with suns and moons? What do you think we can do? What do you think we can form?
It depicts
Eclipses.
and its moons.
Eclipses. Correct answer, Burkbot. So what we're doing here is we're basically going to get the moons basically to align with the sun and form an eclipse.
Perhaps it's
Okay.
And this will only really become clear in a new area. But I'm preempting here to save us a small bit of time.
Fair enough.
Because I knew about this puzzle previously. And there's your eclipse.
Woo.
Full moon.
But that's in an area we have no idea about yet. It
Yeah.
will not become clear until we go there. But
No! Why is that
No!
door closing? He didn't steal that part again, did he?
Oh
Is
shit.
it trapped in here?
Oh shit.
oh no, we died. The end.
It depicts a planet and its moons.
I mean-
Perhaps it's this planet.
How terrible. So I made a slight mistake here myself here, because I was actually misreading how the display is meant to look here.
Okay.
Because I thought, because it's like the top left there, I thought they wanted the moon to be facing where the light source is, but it's actually the scepter itself is meant to be where the moon is.
Oh, okay. That isn't very clear, to be fair.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's
So
this planet.
that's the way it's working. So
Is that why you've been locked in by the possum thing?
I think that was scripted no matter what.
I know.
Just tell them.
so there you go. So that's basically where the puzzle is. But this is still a long way away, so we don't need to worry about it.
Oh,
Are we going for a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse? Because it would have to be in a different position. I presume solar eclipse is what we're going for.
My turn.
Sorry, bro, I'll cut that there for a second. What was that?
are you looking for a lunar or a solar eclipse here?
It doesn't really matter. What we basically want is the two moons to align with each other, with the sun. So I guess that's a solar eclipse, I think.
Absolutely does matter.
Yeah, but no, for the sake of puzzle, it doesn't really matter, because what we want is when that kind of like that screen that came up there with the two moons appearing. We basically just want. I'm not going to give too much away, but basically just want those two in shots.
Right.
So once they're aligned, I don't think it really matters what eclipse you end up with, but I think the puzzle basically like pushes it towards a solar eclipse anyway. But that's kind of some more semantics than anything else, really.
Closer to you.
Yeah. I think I fixed this before I go anyway. Just I realized my fuck up here, and I realized, oh no, I need this later.
Hey.
Ha! The controls still work on this side.
So
And
if
how
you
do you
have
think
to go back in there again, you have to go and find that machine part again, I imagine.
Actually, that's what I was that's what I was afraid about myself. Because I do vaguely remember having to find, or thinking I had to find that bracelet the second time. Actually, once you press that button, that door stays open.
Okay. That's cool.
So thankfully, we don't have to do that again, which is a massive relief. So yeah, there you go. So that now that the planetarium has been discovered, one of the other things that we did find in that area was that blue crystal.
Yeah.
So now we have to find a use for that. And remarkably enough, I don't think we actually paid any heed of it the previous time, but we have seen those blue crystals before, technically.
Is it the power grid area?
It is the power grid area. Now it's not where the actual the lens things are, but there's a kind of a command center we've been in before.
Yeah.
And that's where the crystals are. So we're gonna go there now and recharge, basically bring some power back to that area that the tram is failing at.
Whee!
Mm.
Thank you, Ord.
Orb is life. Na 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 na. Orb is life.
Na 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 na.
In fairness, like, at least this is proven to be a society that cannot physically function without orb. So maybe those doggos were right all along.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Shiny.
These guys really had the right idea when it came to command centers. Like, imagine if, like, our fucking, like, you know, if any of our command centers looked like this, it would be fabulous. We'd be so respected as a race. I was gonna say, imagine like if NASA was made of a crystal.
Okay, I went for Houston Station. You went for NASA. We both went for different levels of control center.
Different levels of Houston, yeah.
Imagine if the people of Houston Station tried to run NASA.
Oh Jesus! The 345 to Jupiter has been delayed, suspended, and never happened again.
This driver is taking a shit in Mars and has locked himself in the toilet. Expect some delays.
Exactly.
There will be no refunds.
The
be
Dublin
no
bus
yeah.
will not be taking extra passengers at this time.
What do you mean there's no
Okay.
replacement bus service to Venus? This is bullshit.
So this is another puzzle.
It is.
Piglet dig.
Trio.
So the crystal so what's happening here is you can see the crystal there on that side is off. You can notice there.
This is lit. Sorry.
It is. Now we're trying to make it more #lit. That's the key thing here. So what's happening is, I don't know if you've actually been keeping your eye on that crystal, but that has been getting lighter and darker based on where you've been moving those crystals up and down to. So essentially there is like a sweet spot for each of those 3 crystals to put in. And once you do that, then it'll work for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we can switch it on. You can see now you can see it trying to power up there.
Much clearer now.
And there we go.
Yay!
Yum.
So now we have trams back working in that area that wasn't the last time.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, service has been fully restored. We will now charge you 20% more.
The air conditioning is now broken on all carriages. Good luck. Someone has just opened an egg mayo sandwich. Good luck.
Soz. I mean, I've seen the eggs in this planet. I don't want to eat that fucking sandwich. So yes, I'd like to have one smug sandwich with extra crest, please.
Sorry, one eel sandwich.
Yes, with you don't supposed to have any turtle stuffing, do you?
There are mushrooms.
Yeah, but they're like LED mushrooms. Like the sandwiches taste plasticky enough as it is. I don't want to just eat actual electronics. And of course, these you forget, nearly not quite the Triforce, but the Quad Force.
Tetraforce.
Tetraforce, exactly. So we have one. We have one plate remaining on that one. So now the exciting bit now is trying to figure out where this tram leads.
Back to Brink.
Maybe.
Completely ignored again.
Well, we're gonna have to find out next time on Click the Thing. We'll see you next time. Cliffhanger. Dun dun
Click that
dun.
thing! Cliffhanger the thing!